Hi everyone, it's March 2016. Let's take a look at your alchemy scope. You are an embodied reflection of Source. You are thus infinitely empowered, abundant, and a co-creator with your context always. You are an alchemist. Divination works because the web of life is intelligently organized with coordinated and storied agency. Let's take a look at the stories playing out now. Hi everyone. So let's look at the story, the symbology that is informing this Pisces new moon solar eclipse cycle. Okay, the Sabian symbol for this March 8th, March 9th new moon solar eclipse, as we start the eclipse season, as we move into a month where we begin our, we go through the equinox and we begin a new zodiac cycle. Indeed, it feels like a kickoff. The real kickoff for 2016, for this game-changing year. And here we have a fascinating and feels like a perfect symbol, a master instructing his disciple. Now I'm recording this after I've done all of the readings, and you will see that the teacher card came up again and again in the spreads over the course of this month, and it's fascinating. Some of the keywords for this symbol are education, knowledge, but also initiation. And indeed, it does feel like we are moving through an initiatory period where we are, the stove is heating up and we are coming to a boil. And things are going to be moving fast this year. And we are going to be asked to mature quickly, as we have been, but it's becoming exponential now, the requirement, the obligation. So it is an initiation, everyone, and this is going to be a game-changing year. And so let's take a look. Let's move on to the individual signs and see what is it that's coming up for each of us individually in this very dynamic month. Hi everyone, it's March 2016. Let's take a look at your alchemy scope. Libra, welcome. So let's get going. We are here at this beautiful outdoor scene, verdant and green from recent California rains. We finally have green after having months and months and months of dryness. So I'm using here my coins, and I'm going to be pulling your beautiful I Ching hexagram, 6 lines, 2 trigrams each. That is going to pull up your story for Libras over the course of this Pisces new moon cycle. So, Libra, let's start the process. So each side of the coin, Libra, has a value. Heads have a value of 3, tails have a value of 2. Here we have 1 head and 2 tails, so we have a value of 7. And let's take a look at your second line. Libra, Libra, Libra. Here we have 2 heads and 1 tail. So we have a value of 8, which is a broken line. So the value 7 is a solid line. Value 8 is a broken line. For the sake of these scopes and for tuning into the general theme, the energy set, the story for the different demographics, the different signs, I'm pulling all of these lines as what's called simple lines. So I'm not assessing the transforming aspect of the lines for these generalized scopes. Here we have 3 heads for you. So 3, 3, and 3. We have a value of 9, which is a solid line. Libra, Libra. Libra, Libra. Libra, Libra. Okay. Here we have 1 head for 3, 2 tails for 2, a value of 7, which is a solid line. I'm going to lift this up, by the way, the paper, so that you can see the form of your hexagram when I'm complete. I wanted you to see the beautiful trees and the scenery. Here we have 2 heads, 1 tail. It's an 8, and that's a receptive line, and we have one more line for our upper trigram to complete our hexagram for you. And we have the same. So this is what we have here. We have a solid line, we have a broken line, we have solid, broken, and broken. So Libra, here is the image of your hexagram this month. Libra, so let's get started. This month, I am going to be doing a spiral spread. So we're going to take a look at kind of the beginning, the middle, and the end of the month and some various elements within there. I've already shuffled, so let's go ahead and start pulling. So I'll lift these up if you can't see all of them. You can actually see pretty much all of them, which is great. Oh, that's it. Okay, great. So let's take a look here. So at the beginning of the month, many of you, now of course this is a general reading. I always have to remind all of us of that. We're tapping into the trajectory set, the storied evolutionary unfolding of each of these different demographics, because indeed there are storylines playing out. So this is a general reading for Libra-centric scope people. At the beginning of the month, you're going to be inquiring, investigating, asking for various bits of knowledge. And this could be research, like a lot of you could be have some ideas for new ideas that you have that you want to bring forward, and you're going to be inquiring, asking, investigating information, knowledge, I think, to begin something anew. In fact, the project card is coming up. So you're going to be, at the beginning of the month, in an investigatory phase, which is interesting. In the middle of the month, look at this. Look at this, Libra. So in the middle of the month, you're going to have some intention to seek a teacher. Let me, actually, both of these are like this. You're going to have some intention to either seek a teacher out. So you're going to be starting to research a school or starting to research a course or some knowledge that you're seeking. And then you're going to have the intention to seek a teacher. For some of you, this could be that you have an intention to become a teacher. So you're starting that process. But for many of you, I think you're seeking teachers, one or many. Very interesting, that. Beautiful. And then at the last part of the month, there is a project that you're intending to bring forward, and that it looks like, at least for the majority of you out there, I would say, there's some project that you start to bring forward, that you begin working on, or perhaps that you bring to the fore. Like maybe you're already working on it, but then there's some manifestation that occurs, Libra. That's exciting. So it's either a brand new project that you're instigating, that you start the instigation process of, or you birth it out into the world. Now, you know, it's interesting because the Remember card is coming up in the support slash obstacle position, which means that you could, over the course of this March 8th powerful new moon solar eclipse cycle, you could be boundaried or place some self-limits on you if you dive too much in the past. Like if you go too far into memories or too far into the way things have always been. So for some of you, this could be an obstacle, that you go into memories and it doesn't allow like the now, the present moment now, the free-flowing, creative, abundant now. So I'm assessing from this card that this is actually going to be an obstacle for the majority of you. Now, for some of you, perhaps this is actually a support. And so you're going back into maybe past projects that worked for you, and you're thinking about and you're considering and you're reflecting upon that which worked in the past. Okay? So for some of you, it might be a support. So that's interesting. Now, for the project at hand, there might be, like, for example, if it's a technology project for some of you, what you need to understand or what you need to actually remember and bring forward is that feelings are important. And it might be that this is a reminder that over the course of this cycle, you're going to maybe even have some memories of, you know what, I have to reconnect with my feelings about the project, about something that I'm bringing forward, something that I've learned or that I'm teaching or that I'm going to learn from a teacher, that I'm going to apply to a project that I'm doing. I need to connect with people. I need to connect with myself. It needs to be authentic. There's something here about what you need to understand is feeling can't be denied, or feeling can't be out of your, whatever you're birthing, whatever creative project is coming forward for you. Let's see. So your desire, Libra, is that what does come forward is healthy. Now I have to tell you, for some of you, this project and what you're researching and the teacher scenario that's playing out might have to do with the health industry. So, and I'm thinking alternative simply because of the demographic that I'm speaking to now. But it could very well be that health of mind, health of body, health of spirit, which is, you know, we're all moving through great alignment process at this time frame. So it could be that your hope is that the project is healthy, or that it brings health to others. So in other words, this could be tied to some venture that is about health and healing, either mind, body, or spirit. So your hope is simply that it is successful, that it is healthy. Now the action to take is really interesting. The action for you to take over this month is soon. So what does that mean? It means that to act now, essentially. To act in imminent fashion, that things are shifting quickly. So if you're going to be doing this project, plan it and do it. Plan to do it and make your list and do what you need to do, because imagine that it's happening soon. Intend that it's happening soon. It needs to happen soon. So this is about taking action and not delaying. Okay? So that's the action set. That's really the guidance for you. And the beautiful thing for you at the outcome of the month, Libra, is that you are going to be persevering with whatever this project is, whatever this learning is, whatever this teaching is. You're going to be proceeding and it's going to be continuing forward. So if you had some either hiccup, for some of you, if there was a remembrance of some past failure or something that was coming up that was blocking creative flow, the good news is that you're proceeding forward. This is beautiful. I mean, it's a great spread. So let's see what else we have for you this month. Libra. So let's take a look. What is it? What is the growth edge? What's calling to be matured through you over the course of this month? Let's see what's coming up. Let's pull your archetype. Libra, Libra. There we go. Now, Thief came up at the bottom there, but Healer is coming up. So the reason why I wanted to point out Thief is because the way, I mean, there's no accident. So the way the camera's positioned and the way I'm shuffling the cards, you're able to see what is at the bottom of the deck, and I think that that is meaningful. So let's take a look at Thief as well. But Healer is the main growth edge for you over the course of this cycle, Libra. This is about evolving out of taking advantage of those who need help or failing to care for oneself, which actually I would say is actually the bigger issue, and moving into passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, ability to help transform pain into healing. That is what the world needs now, but it's certainly what we each need now. Before we can serve others, we must attend to ourselves. I think that this is about healing self now, so that you can get into the ability set to heal others, to really attend, to be the healer. But for some of you, this is about you becoming the healer, now, like stepping into that role. So beautiful, Libra. This is your growth edge over the course of this cycle. Let's see what else we have for you this month. Libra, this month you are asked to become number 11 Spider Woman. This Dakini from Penny Slinger 64 Dakini Oracle is coming forward to reflect the optimal embodiment for you to ride this month with least effort. I spin the web of creation, hatching every nation. For I am a compassionate mother, an all-consuming lover, a threat only to those who I decompose, for I need to eat lunch today. So the affirmation for Spider Woman, Libra, is this: I am sensitive. Sensitivity is my strength. I can access my sensitivity to guide me so that my choices become more authentic. I can form reality from my consciousness. Beautiful. I send you so much love and support, and I will see you on the other side of this month. Talk to you soon. Bye.